Do we have any chocolate, boy? Oh, sorry about that, guys. Hey, I am live, man. The thing went live. I'm talking to my son. What's up, man? It's HBT with Straight Up Wrestling Show. Guys, I'm waiting for Christopher Burton, man, but we're gonna come on here and we're gonna talk about actors, man, that could have been wrestlers plus more, plus more. We're gonna talk about a little bit more than that. I know AEW has this double or nothing show tonight. Chris and I, we're not doing that, man. I decided not to do the pay-per-view, but hey, we are gonna do this right here. We're going to talk about actors, man. We pretty much are going to get into something a little bit different. And, hey, I'm waiting for Christopher Burton. He'll be on in just a little bit. But, man, I'm just starting this thing off. And, wow, yesterday, man, was a long day. Long day yesterday as far as us doing things. Yesterday, we had a good day yesterday. Yesterday, we did WWE's King of the Ring, King and Queen of the Ring. PLE, and I appreciate everybody coming in, man, on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, pretty much to check that out. We had a lot of people, man. We had pretty much between those three, had probably about 4,500 people watching. I appreciate that, man. That was probably our biggest day, especially on Facebook. It was over 4,000 people on Facebook watching that, so we definitely appreciate it. And a little bit later on, man, we pretty much interviewed. We pretty much had I guess you could pretty much say a shoot interview with Nick Fury, man, a local wrestler, indie wrestler, Nick Fury, indie wrestling star. We did have a shoot interview with him. Great interview. We got a lot of great responses. A few people didn't like it. A few people didn't like what went down, but hey, that's the way the ball bounces. But that's why we call it Straight Up Wrestling Show, because we're going to be straight up with it. And every wrestler that heard it, everybody who had worked for that promotion, the one that we was talking about, said, hey, everything that you guys said in it was true. No ends, ands, or buts about it. And, there was a couple people who said we was out to look like we was out to promote ourselves or promote the promotion that me and Chris will be working for, pretty much doing the booking and the writing and everything like that. It wasn't about that, because the guy who did the shoot interview, he's going to come and he's going to be working for us. And we got a couple other people that's working for us that work for that promotion. So, yes, he wanted to promote, he wanted to promote it. He wanted to promote himself. Can't blame him. Any wrestler, whatever promotion that you work for, you definitely want to promote it. Yes, we took time out to promote it, because we are the bookers out here, man. And so, yeah, we're trying to build the company up. So, yes, so that was part of it too. But, man, hey, welcome to the Straight Up Wrestling family, man. I appreciate you coming in, rocking with us, man. We will be, like I said, we will be talking about here soon. We will be talking about actors, man, who could have been wrestlers. And I would like to hear from you out here too. If you in here watching with us, if you're gonna ride with us this evening, man, tell us what you think. Tell us about some actors who you think could have been wrestlers and who could have been successful. We'll talk about these guys, man, and why they could be successful, where I think they would have ranked. I think it's a fun thing. So definitely come on in, man. Come on in and check this thing out with us, guys. But let me check something real quick over on Facebook. So I'm definitely going to go over Facebook, check this thing out, man, and get this thing hooked this thing into our page, man. I'm gonna hook this into our group chat over here on Facebook, because Facebook have changed some things. They have changed some things around. So we can't go straight to our Facebook page. Everything that we do, we have to end up putting it on we have to put it on our regular page. We have to put it on our regular fan page, or your personal page, and then you can share it over to the group page. That's the way it works now over on Facebook, man. But yeah, yesterday, hey, I got a little heated on the show, but that's how I am, man. That's how I am. I got a little heated and a little passionate with my comments. I would say passionate, but hey, when it comes down to it, you just treat people. I don't like to see anybody get mistreated, but when you mistreat people, man, that I care something about, hey, I ended up having something to say. What's up, Matthew Holland? What's going on? And once again, man, Matthew Holland's in the house. My name's not John Witherspoon. I don't care how much you think I look like him, bro. My name is not John Witherspoon. Hey, I'm not worthy to be called John Witherspoon. Put it that way. All right, man. Matthew Holland, I appreciate you coming in, rocking with Straight Up Wrestling Show. But hey, everybody that comes in, man, as you come in, hit that like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, ding, 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 so you know when we're on like times like these. Do the same thing, man. Do it. If you're over on Facebook, hit that like, share, join. If you over on Twitch, man, you do the same thing that you do over here on YouTube and on X, man, formerly known as Twitter. Hit that like, share, tweet, and retweet. But man, I am waiting on Christopher Burton. I do want to hear what he have to say, not just what I have to say about wrestlers, wrestlers that, not wrestlers, but actors who I think could be wrestlers, and who I think will be good at it. That's another thing. What actors do you think will be good wrestlers? Straight up, Matthew says today is okay. Let me go and put it down here because I can't really see it. You think say Ashley? Ashley. Let me get it up over here. Today is Ashley Massaro's birthday. She will be 45 years old. Okay. Man, wow. Thank you, Matthew. But yeah, Ashley, man, yeah, she would have been 45 years old. In all respects and everything to Ashley's family, man, hey, all our thoughts and prayers to Ashley's family and loved ones. And, hey, but I appreciate that, Matthew Holland. Definitely appreciate that. All right. But yeah, let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and get into this a little bit. And somebody I'm about to talk about as far as an actor ended up getting into acting. Hey, he started out, he was a bodybuilder. And the first time I saw him on TV was back in 1976 when I first saw him, and he was on a show. It was a show called Pumping Iron. They had that on, I think it was on CBS, or one of the main stations. It was called Pumping Iron, and he was on there, and he won it. And this guy looked good, cut up, and became a actor. His name is Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold Schwarzenegger, I could have seen him as a wrestler, would have been a power wrestler, somebody that really looked good. And you're talking about somebody who would have preceded, as far as the bodybuilders that was in wrestling and that looked good doing it. He would have been more popular than Tony Atlas. He would have been more popular than Lex Luger. He would have been, way more popular than any of these actors who's got out here and came up with these major bills, man, that really look good. But Arnold Schwarzenegger would have been a top star in the wrestling world. Do I think he would have had a world championship? Now, that's one thing that you see with actors. Not a lot of actors, who was a body, not a lot of wrestlers who was basically bodybuilders actually became world champion, a world champion. I guess, you could take superstar Billy Graham out of that. He was he was a WWF, which is WWE now, world champion. He had that title for 2 years. He was a bodybuilder straight up. Hulk Hogan, I guess you can say Hulk Hogan. He was a power wrestler and he worked on his body. He was a bodybuilder to a certain point. Not the Tony Atlas type of bodybuilder or Lex Luger type bodybuilder, but he was a bodybuilder, and he used to love his arms and everything like that. But he wasn't on Billy Jack Haynes level. But Hulk Hogan was something, and he even became an actor too. Wasn't a good one, but he was an actor. But yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger is the first person I'm gonna talk about as he could have been a world champion. I could have seen him winning the world champion and maybe holding it for maybe 3 years. He would have been a very popular champion. A lot of people would have loved him. And plus being a foreigner, man, somebody from a foreign country holding the world championship, hey, that's kind of rare too, as far as holding it a long time, especially the NWA world championship. But I think he could have been an NWA world heavyweight champion way back in the day, man. Back in the 70s, 80s, and early 90s, he could have held the world heavyweight championship. No ends, ands, or buts about it. Jordan Payne is in the house. What's up, Jordan Payne, my man? All right, Jordan says, all right, I'm here. I'm here when you need me. Let's see. I'm here. Yowie Wowie. What's up, Jordan? All right, man. All right, like I said, guys, I am waiting for Mr. Christopher Burton to come in and rock with us, guys. It's going to take him a little bit of time to get himself together. Wow, what in the world's going on? I'm not seeing my stream. There we go. Okay. Give me a minute here. All right, my man Matthew Holland. I went to church today. I love to go to church. All right, that's great, Matthew. That is great, man. No ends, ands, and buts about it. Everybody, man, anybody that go to church, you should go to enjoy it and hear the word. Hear the word, man, straight up. So glad that you enjoyed going to church today. Jordan Payne, I'm here. We're here. Yowie wowie. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thought that's what you were saying. All right. All right, man. But yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger could have been something. Could have been something. And the next person I'm talking about, Lou Ferrigno, man. Lou Ferrigno, who played the Incredible Hulk. Hulk on the show, The Incredible Hulk. You know, he played the Incredible Hulk. And, you know, of course, when Bill Bixby turned green, that was back in the 70s, guys. When Bill Bixby turned green, he got upset. Then he became this big monster called the Incredible Hulk. And he went out there and he started destroying things, turning over things and everything. He was uncontrollable as the Hulk. Now, he did have compassion. He still had that compassion just like Bill Bixby did and everything. He wouldn't hurt little kids or women or anything like that. You know, just anybody, people trying to stop him getting in his way. But Lou Ferrigno was bigger than Arnold Schwarzenegger, and that's who I wanted to win the Pumping Iron. You know, when I saw Pumping Iron back in 1976 when I was a kid, I wanted Lou Ferrigno to actually win that thing, man. But Lou Ferrigno, big dude, strong dude, still huge, man. And I mean, I think he's in his late 60s, early 70s. I think he's in his early 70s. Big guy, man. Another one who could have been in that bodybuilding type realm. You can look at him. You can look at somebody like a Braun Strowman as a guy just as big as Lou Ferrigno, but was not as muscular as Lou Ferrigno. Lou Ferrigno's cut, muscular, and everything, more definition than a Braun Breaker. I mean, not a Braun Breaker, but a Braun Strowman, way more definition. But Lou Ferrigno, another one from Pumping Iron, and became an actor. And like I say, became an actor, and he did other things outside of the Incredible Hulk, but he was more noted for the Incredible Hulk. But he could have been an incredible actor. And I have a thing over on the Facebook page, our Straight Up Wrestling Facebook page, where it has Arnold Schwarzenegger and it has Lou Ferrigno, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Lou Ferrigno right beside each other, shaking each other's hands as they became, I think it was 1 and 2 in that tournament, in that Pumping Iron for the Universal Championship. It was 1 and 2. And I was saying those guys, man, you know, a little bit later on, I'm going to tell my grandkids later on down the road that those was the Road Warriors when it boils down to it. Because, hey, they could have been the Road Warriors, man. You talking about two muscular guys, more muscular than the Road Warriors. And I'm pretty sure can compete with them anytime, any day, anywhere, could have competed with them as far as in the weightlifting competition. But, so first I got Arnold Schwarzenegger and I got Lou Ferrigno, man. So those are the two that I'm going to go with as, those guys right there, definitely, man, actors who could have been wrestlers and would have been very successful. Now, Lou Ferrigno, do I think he could have won a world championship? Maybe a world championship. You put it on him for maybe 2 to 3 months. I don't think Lou Ferrigno would have went across with the people. Like, I think he would have been very popular, but he probably would have been a better wrestler if he back in the territory days, he was a traveling wrestler, like a Andre the Giant was a traveling wrestler. You had Dusty Rhodes before he settled into one promotion, basically a traveling wrestler, very popular, man. Ernie Ladd, a traveling wrestler. People like that was traveling wrestlers that was popular around the world because they traveled everywhere. But Lou Ferrigno would have been that type of wrestler, and it would have been a huge star. But Arnold Schwarzenegger was one of those guys. Arnold Schwarzenegger was one of those guys, man, that had the cut and the definition and had the stamina, and I think the balance that would have made him a great wrestler, straight up. All right, man, got a storm coming up. Got a storm out here. Storm coming up, guys. Jordan Payne says, I'm in church. I'm a youth leader, but there's no kids tonight. I'm just chilling tonight. Okay, Jordan. All right, Jordan says, bring me on. You want to come on from church, man? Oh, Jordan says, just not today. Okay, that's cool, man. Yeah, we definitely will bring you on, Jordan. Here soon, man. Here soon. Okay, no ends, ands, and buts about that. Have no problem with that, brother. Brother would love to have you on, man. All right, Matthew Holland says over on Facebook. Let's see, my man Matthew Holland. Give me just a minute, Matthew. Want to make sure. All right, Matthew says, who is your favorite actor and favorite movie? Woo, man. You know what, Matthew? I don't watch as many movies as I used to because that's one thing about the Straight Up Wrestling Show. I am online. We online a lot. My favorite actor my favorite actor is Morgan Freeman. That's my favorite. My second favorite actor is Harrison Ford. So Morgan Freeman and Harrison Ford is 1 and 2. Okay. Let's see. My favorite movie of all time. I guess you can break them up into comedy, drama, horror, or whatever. Think of my favorite movie, man, that I've watched over and over again, can't get enough of. Wow, man. I'm gonna go with the five. I'm gonna go with the 5 Heartbeats, and that's by Robert Townsend. A Robert Townsend movie. You may never seen it or heard of it, Matthew Holland. But I'm gonna go with the 5 Heartbeats. It's a musical. It's not music. It was about a music group. If you haven't seen it, definitely go check it out, Matthew Holland. You too, Jordan Payne, and anybody else that come in and check it out. Check it out. The 5 Heartbeats. That's my favorite movie. Let's see. That and Smokey and the Bandit from 1970. I think that came out in 76. Was it 76 or 77? Smokey and the Bandit with Burt Reynolds. And who else was in that movie? Burt Reynolds and who played Sheriff Buford T. Justice? I can't think of his name right now, but very good movie. Very good movie. The guy from The Honeymooners. I can't think of his name. Very popular actor from a long time ago. A great actor. But definitely check that out. Check out Smokey and the Bandit. If you've never seen it, check out Smokey and the Bandit. Check out the 5 Heartbeats. Matthew Holland. All right. Let's see. All right. Charity, Kind Master. My man Charity and Kind Master says 20th Century Kind Master and CXSX 2024. My YouTube friend says, hi, what's going on, 20th Charity Kind Master CSX fan 2024? How are you doing? Glad that you're on, buddy. All right. 20th Century, 20th Charity Kind Master CSX 2024 says, I love going to church. Glad that you do. 20th Charity. Keep saying 20th Century because I'm thinking about movies, man. 20th Charity, Kind Master CSX 2024 says, I love going to church. Glad that you do. Jordan says, my favorite movie, Sandlot. Y'all going to think crazy, but Titanic. Titanic is great, man. That's an outstanding movie. Outstanding movie. One of my favorites. One of my top 10. I like Sandlot.
I hate to spoil the movie, man. I hate to spoil the movie, man, but the boat sank, man.
Yeah.
Well, I hate to spoil the movie, but the boat sank at the end, man.
I'm gonna choke you, Christopher Burton, man. Say, man, that's crazy. All right, 20th Charity Kind Master and CSX 2024 says, hi, Chris.
What's going on? What's going on, everybody? What's happening?
All right. All right, Chris, man. Basically, I talked about 2 wrestlers so far. I pretty much talked about my favorite, man. The two guys that came off the top of my head. And the first one, I talked about Arnold Schwarzenegger. First time I seen Arnold Schwarzenegger was in 1976. Pumping Iron that came on CBS, and he went on from Pumping Iron. He won Mr. Universe. He went on from that show, that movie. It was basically a documentary on bodybuilding. I had him, Lou Ferrigno, and some other guys, and they pretty much showing off. And Lou Ferrigno, he became this big star in the world because of his bodybuilding, and he ended up becoming a movie star. And so I looked at him as a wrestler, back in the 70s and 80s, and pretty much put a comparison with him, Superstar Billy Graham, threw Hulk Hogan in there, and talked about him, and what he would do. What I think Arnold Schwarzenegger, how he would have did, how he could have done in the wrestling business. I think he would have been very successful, in my opinion. One of the best in the world as far as a bodybuilder going into wrestling. I think he would have been great. He would have been in that Tony Atlas ram, that Lex Luger ram, or whatever. But he would have been more popular.
Okay, what do you think about Tiny Lister then?
Tiny Lister. Well, we're gonna get to that, man. I haven't even mentioned him. But yeah, I'm gonna just tell you the 2 people I talked about. So and I'm going over a recap. But Arnold Schwarzenegger, I think Arnold Schwarzenegger could have been a world champion. He probably would have been a NWA world champion, maybe about 3 years. Then I talked about another guy, Lou Ferrigno. First time I saw him was in 1976 too. He was another guy who was in Pumping Iron. He was the runner up to Arnold Schwarzenegger for Mr. Universe. Lou Ferrigno, what you say about it?
Yeah, they cousins. Him and Arnold cousins.
Yeah. No, they're not.
Yeah, they
no, they're not. No. Who said that?
Lou done said that.
They might be cousin as friends. I don't know. They could be. But either way it go. But yeah, Lou Ferrigno came up as runner up, and Lou Ferrigno went on to star as the Incredible Hulk. Bill Bixby played the guy that turned green when he got upset, and then Lou Ferrigno went all crazy and everything, and started causing a whole bunch of terror or destruction. Now he did have some control. He did not ever attack kids or women or anything like that. Just people tried to stop him. But I think Lou Ferrigno, in my opinion, if he was a wrestler, I think Lou Ferrigno would have been a traveling star, Chris. He would have been Andre the Giant type guy.
Yeah.
And Dusty Rhodes, before Dusty Rhodes settled in one territory, he would have been that type of guy. Ernie Ladd went around the world making money. I don't think he would have won a world championship, held it for a while or whatever. He maybe had won and held it for 2 months, but he was in that like Braun Strowman realm as far as size go, because he was bigger than Arnold, way bigger than Arnold, just wasn't as defined. But he's definitely more defined than Braun Strowman. Muscles and everything would have been showing, but he would have been in that realm. But those are only two that I talked about, Chris. So I want you to go ahead, man, and talk about the first one you think who could have been an actor. And you said Tiny Lister, man, could have been a great wrestler, but hey, he became a wrestler, man.
Exactly, man. And like I said, I thought it was a whole joke, man, because No Hold Barred. That was one of my favorite movies, but that was a good movie, man. And I was like, boy, this black dude, Buzz Zeus, boy, if he come to WWF, boy, he gonna be a problem for Hogan, boy.
Man, that Joker.
What happened? That Joker actually came over there, boy. I was like, man, I didn't think this was gonna actually happen.
It stunned me. It really stunned me that he actually did it, and I knew who Tiny Lister was before he became Zeus. Before he came over there.
I had no idea. I had no idea who this Joker was. I just knew he was in that movie. And they did the movie, and then after the movie was over, Hogan back wrestling. Next guy know this Joker pop up, boy, and I was like, boy, they must have some serious issues, man. If he gonna follow Hogan all the way back here.
Yeah, I thought Hogan was dead, boy. When I first seen him, look, I was like, okay, all the rest of that stuff was acting, but Hogan's about to die, boy. Just like this Joker gonna die. But yeah, he did wrestle, man. He wrestled in WWE, but that wasn't the end of it. He wrestled on the indie scene for years.
Oh wow!
He wrestled on the indie scene for years, man. After that, yeah.
I had no idea. I just knew he did his time in WWE, and he hit Hogan with that chair a couple of times, boy. I mean, well, he Hogan hit him with that chair, and it didn't phase him. I was like, Hogan, run, boy, run.
Yeah, man. This dude, he became he was an indie wrestler for about at least about 6 years. And I mean, he was okay, but our man Danny Paris, Danny used to rank him way low on the top 500.
Oh, I'm sure he did.
Always. Tiny Lister, he was a wrestler for a while there, man. But rest in peace to our man Tiny Lister. But
definitely, man, definitely.
Man, you talking about a presence, and in real life, I hated if Hogan would have had to meet that guy outside and fight him somewhere. But man, that guy, man, he just a pure killer, man. Look like a pure killer, straight up. But yeah, let me go and catch up with some comments. Well, let me see what else have. Okay, I'm looking at
Jordan Payne, man. Jordan
2030 comments. I haven't said anything else. Let me go over and check out Jordan Payne. All right, Jordan, just a second, man. Let me get over here.
Yeah, Jordan says over and over and over again every time I watch that boat sink, Jack freezes to death. Every time I bet he hates that.
Yeah. Will Smith. Then Jordan says Will Smith. Okay. All right, Jordan.
Will too.
Well, I was looking at that. Him as he built up his body and everything, and became. He played Muhammad Ali. He did build up his body, but I mean, I want everybody to give their opinion. Jordan, I did look at Will Smith, and I was about to put him in the poster. I think he could have been a wrestler, but how far he got, I don't know if he would have got too far.
No.
He would have been an average wrestler. I think maybe been a C wrestler, maybe on a C level as far as wrestling. Now he has the height. He has the body for it.
Yeah.
Could he cut great promos? I don't know. Now,
That's a good question.
Now, could he be creative? Yes, he could be creative.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the guy was a rap star, man, and I mean, he wrote some great rhymes, man, different styles of rhymes. So I do think he could have been creative. So he probably would have been good on the mic. When I look at him, I still see, as a wrestler, I see a Ranger Ross type dude, Chris.
Wow.
I do, man. I don't see him going too much of a higher level than that, which we could be wrong. But I don't think Will Smith would have been a great wrestler, in my opinion, But that is a good one. Jordan, that's a good one. Will Smith, man. No ins and buts about it. But let's Chris, who else you got, man? So I done did two actors. Who you got?
I don't know, man. Used to play football. Oh gosh, always breakdancing.
Terry Crews.
Yeah, Terry Crews. Him.
Yeah, Terry Crews. I have him on the poster, man. Okay, I have him on. I have him on the advertisement. All right, did you see the advertisement?
Yeah, Terry Crews. But
I got Terry Crews on there. Terry Crews would have been great, man.
Yeah.
But Terry Crews, I could have seen Terry Crews being a Bobby Lashley. It depends on where he would have been. Now, if you had the old regional territories, I think he would have been a huge star. I think he'd be a huge star in WCW. He would have been a huge star in AEW. He would be a huge star. Well, I ain't gonna say AEW, WCW, and WWE. But where do you think he would have ended up? As far as, I think he could have been a Bobby Lashley type. Probably
he would have definitely been a Bobby Lashley. Yeah, he would have definitely been a Bobby Lashley type.
Yeah, he would have been a Bobby Lashley type wrestler. But could he Bobby Lashley? I think so. Would he had dynamic promos? Now he speaks very elegant too. Huh?
Yeah. Possibly he could have had some possibly,
Yeah, his speech pattern is very, very good, very, very elegant, proper English. I don't know how he would have came off. I think the fans would have loved him, but that's the whole thing about it too, is a lot of these fans love Bobby Lashley too. He might have ended up Lashley.
Yeah, you breaking up every once in a while, man. You breaking up.
Oh, I am. Yeah, we got storms out here. We got storms out here, man. All right.
But yeah, he would have been a Bobby Lashley type guy, man. He wouldn't have been nothing super spectacular, man, but he would have been okay, man.
Yeah, he would have been okay. I think it would have been good. Johnny Beans in the house. What's up, man?
Johnny Beans, what's going on, man? What's going on?
All right, let me know how this thing, because I might end up switching, man. If I keep breaking in and out, let me know, okay?
All right.
Let's see.
I will, man.
All right, but yeah, Terry Crews would have been great, man. No ins and buts about it. All right, the first person I got on there, man, who's this X-Man? Who plays the X-Man?
X-Man? Oh, you talking about Hugh Jackman? Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, Hugh Jackman. How you think he wrestling?
Man, Hugh Jackman would have been all right, man.
Yeah,
I think he would have been all right, man.
Yeah, he could.
Matter of fact, he actually punched Dolph Ziggler for real.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, you didn't see that Raw?
No, I didn't see that, man.
That Joker was a guest host of Raw when they were doing the guest host.
I remember he was on there, but I didn't remember.
Man, he messed around and punched that Joker for real, boy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he messed around and didn't pull back and just cocked Dolph Ziggler for real, man. I was like, ooh, wee.
I could have seen him. What kind of, who can you compare to him, man? Who you think he would have came out like? What kind of character do you think he would have been, or who can you compare to him?
I would have said he would have been like a I don't know. God damn, buddy, making a lot of noise. I don't know.
I say Edge, man. I say Edge. He would have been a bigger Edge. I'm talking about a more powerful Edge, stronger guy.
I can see that.
I can see that. Him, being something like, because he just, he has that same quality, that same like character. But I definitely would have seen him, and I think he would have won a world champ. I think he'll be a world champion. Maybe have like an 8-month reign, maybe 1 year reign. You know, not an Arnold Schwarzenegger, but I definitely could have seen Hugh Jackman being something special and maybe holding that
And
Intercontinental
matter of fact,
Championship.
man, Triple H actually talked to Arnold one time, trying to get him to come into the WWE, man.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, he tried to talk to him and try to get him in there, man, because
okay.
you know, so yeah.
Oh yeah, Hugh Jackman would have been something. But yeah, let me keep an eye out what we got on these comments, man. Yeah, look like
Matthew Holland, man, says getting jiggy with it. And then he says getting jiggy with it again, Matthew Holland. Jordan Payne says Lady Gaga because she already has a gimmick, basically.
Okay.
But
Lady Gaga, I don't think she would have been good.
No,
she would have been a good.
No,
she does have a gimmick, but she just
that would have been it. That she would have been a flash in the pan.
Yeah, that's it. I just don't think it'll work. I don't see anybody that I can really compare to like a Lady Gaga type in wrestling. Now, if you take somebody, but this is a male, from the past. Who was the guy Adrian Adonis was trying to be like? Now he just passed away. The guy just passed away. I'm trying to think of. He was Adrian Adonis before he was Adrian Adonis. Let's see. I can't think of him. Maybe it come up, but he's from England.
Adrian Street.
Yeah, Adrian reminds me of something that she could do something like that. But she will have to, you know, but she already have all that stuff, the makeup and all that crazy stuff. Remind me, Adrian Street. But you know, there's no females in the game like that. But yeah, she definitely could have pulled something like that off. But that don't mean she would have. You know what I'm saying? That's what I could see out of that. But it would have been interesting. Jordan.
Yeah, it would have been interesting. Yeah. Johnny Bean says Denzel.
A manager.
Yeah, I could definitely see him as a manager. A wrestler,
no. A wrestler, no. I could see him as a manager and basically working behind the scenes. A manager who ended up being somebody who was behind the scenes and pretty much pulling strings on things, man. But yeah, he definitely could have been in his younger years, jumping people when there was time to do things. But yeah, as far as a full-time wrestler, no, I couldn't say that, Johnny Beans. But hey, that's a good one, man. Yeah, definitely. Continue on, guys. Okay.
Yeah. Let me see. Jordan Payne says Matthew McConaughey.
I thought about him. I did look at his picture, and Matthew McConaughey and stuff like that. He definitely would have been a good wrestler. He would have been a good wrestler.
You think so?
Great person. Yeah. I think he would have been a good wrestler, man. He just, I mean, if you go now, everything that he does with the movies, he's very versatile and things. Yeah, I think he would have been a good wrestler. He has that.
I'm about to say them storms messing you up bad, boy. They messing you up.
They are. Oh gosh, man.
You glitching.
Yeah, give me. I have to come back in, Chris.
Yeah, you have to come back in because you glitching bad, man.
Yeah. Give me a minute.
I have to say, I don't know about Matthew McConaughey, man. Harry says he would. I don't know about that one. Now, Jordan, you said Channing Tatum. I could see that. I don't know who his character would be like, but I could definitely see him doing something like that. Yes, definitely. I can easily picture something like that. You know, no doubt.
All right, Chris, I'm on my phone for just a minute, but let me go over here and check and see if I can get some things reset so we can look good here. But all right, so yeah, Matthew McConaughey, man, I can roll with it.
Yeah, but now he said Jordan says Channing Tatum. I can see Channing. I can see that, man, but I don't know who he will be like though, man. That's the thing. I don't know who he will be like, but I can see it though for sure.
Yeah, who you talking about right there?
Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum? Who just said Channing Tatum?
Jordan Payne.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know about Channing Tatum. I don't know who Channing Tatum would have been like either. But yeah, Matthew McConaughey, I can see it with that. Huh? You can see it? Channing
Tatum, yeah. Matthew McConaughey, I can't picture Matthew McConaughey. I can't.
No, I can, but
he's too much of a pretty boy, man. He pretty much. I can see Tanning before I can see
Chris, how many pretty boys in the business, Chris?
Man, I mean,
Chris, wrestling is full with pretty boys, man. Full of them. And look, and that's to me, if you're pretty, if you're good looking, if you're a good looking kid, like I say, man, that's an advantage to you in wrestling. Because I look at somebody on the indie scene. I look at Chase Emery. That's a plus for him. He can wrestle. He's not one of these pretty boys that flaunt it like Drew Hood.
Yeah.
But that's gonna work for Drew Hood.
Yeah.
Matthew McConaughey is one of these guys. If he was in wrestling, I don't see him flaunting it or whatever, but I think it'll work for him. Just basically being a handsome guy that's just, come out there and just take care of business. I think it'll work for him, man. Now, if he got out there and just, start acting like, I'm pretty, I'm this and I'm that, then yeah, I don't think it'll work for him. So I agree with you on that, Mr. Christopher Burke. But Channing Tatum, I don't know. I don't know, Chris. I mean, he could be. He could be something. He could be special. What you think? You don't know who to compare him to?
I don't know who to compare him to, but he could do it though.
Yeah, that's true.
I think he could do it though. Yeah, I think he could do it though. Yeah. Let me see who else we got here, man. Matthew Holland also, he says Hugh hit Dolph when he wrestled Zack Ryder. Yeah, that was it, man. That was it.
Okay.
Zack Ryder was yeah, it was a while back, man. But I remember that, man. He clocked Dolph, boy. He popped him right in the jaw, boy. Wow. Jordan Payne tripping, boy. He tripping now. He talking about some Ninja Turtles, boy. He tripping now, boy.
Oh, no.
Now, come on now, Jordan. Now, come on now. You got to base this in some realism now. You talking about some Ninja Turtles, man. You need to stop.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right, my man Bill Hazelwood.
Ninja Turtles would have been good if we can have Bont the Clown, man. We can have the Ninja Turtles.
But you know what? I think somebody did that. Actually, did that on the indie scene somewhere, man.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
They did that on the indie scene somewhere, man. I was like, Lord, I was like, go.
I mean, I wouldn't like it.
All I could do was shake my head and look at it. I was like, this is craziness, boy. I'm like, this is ridiculous, boy.
Yeah.
It's straight up ridiculous.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it is. Now, man, Bill Hazelwood's in the building. He says any action star that did their own stunts. Well, if that's the case, Jackie Chan.
Yeah, Jackie Chan. Jackie would have been good, man. But Jackie, I mean, can you take it serious? I mean, when it boils down to it,
Jackie Chan.
I mean, no, I'm saying you can take him serious, but he would have been. I mean, do you think he would have been like? I'm trying to.
You still breaking up, man. You still breaking up bad, man. You breaking up bad, boy. You still breaking up. Yeah, them storms got you messed up over there, man.
Yeah.
It's literally like you just.
Sorry,
But yeah, wow. Jackie Chan, I could definitely see Jackie Chan, man. Because especially at the time, man, you needed a lot of diversity, especially in WWE, man. You didn't have that, man. You had it, but you didn't have it. If that makes sense, you know what I mean? Am I making sense? But yeah, so definitely. Jordan Payton said, "Have y'all watched Peanut Butter Falcon?"
Oh, I watched Peanut Butter Falcon.
Never heard of it. Never heard of it.
Excellent movie. You got to check it out.
What is it about?
I'll tell you in just a minute. You hear me? You hear me now? You hear me clear now?
Yeah, I got you now.
Okay, all right. Back to Jackie Chan, man. All I can really say is this: I'm just saying, what kind of character do you think he would have been, Chris? That's what I was trying to get at when I was breaking up.
Oh.
And yeah, Bill Hazelwood, you're right, man. You 100% right. Any action star that did their own stunts.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Carl Weathers, man. Before, go ahead. Jackie Chan.
Action Jackson, boy. Action Jackson.
He did his own stunts in that movie, man. Carl Weathers. Yeah, Apollo Creed. But yeah, let's go ahead and let's finish up with Jackie Chan. See what I'm saying? Jackie Chan, man, he's naturally a funny person, Chris.
Yeah.
He loves comedy with his routines. He's an action star, but he loves comedy, man. So I'm saying, would he have been better as a serious wrestler, or would he have been better like a New Day type character in wrestling?
I mean, he could have been he could have switched either way, man. I think, man. So
yeah, he could have switched either way. So, but do you think he would have won a championship, a world championship?
Nah.
I don't think so either. All right, man. All right, but Jordan Payne talking about Peanut Butter Falcon. It was a autistic kid. I think he was autistic, or he was something like that. But he was small, and he wanted to be bad. He with this guy who was a old star in the neighborhood, kind of like a Jay Eagle, real popular. Everybody knew him and everything. He wanted to go meet this guy. And one of the wrestlers that worked with this guy was Jake the Snake Roberts. Let's see, Jake the Snake Roberts was in the movie. Who else was in this movie? There's a couple other wrestlers that was in this movie that's pretty popular. But it was a very good movie, Chris. You got to check it out.
I ain't never heard of him, boy. I ain't never heard of him.
Yeah, look it up. I'm pretty sure it's on one of your apps. But yeah, Peanut Butter Falcon is a very good movie, man. Definitely check it out. But yeah, I'm going with Carl Weathers next, man. Carl Weathers was, played football, a special athlete. Carl Weathers, like I said, he did a lot of his own stunts in the movies that he did play, the action movies that he did play. He did his own stunts. So I'm with Bill Hazelwood on that. I got to roll with Carl Weathers, man.
Okay.
Yeah, but every one of those stunts he did in Action Jackson, he did those. But yeah, he would have been incredible. Would he have been a world champion? I don't think so back in his time. But would he have been on Tony Atlas level? Yes, he would have been on Tony Atlas level. Probably better. Would he, Tony Atlas, Butch Reed, he would have been those type of guys, but better promos. Yeah. I think his promos would have been excellent. If you go by the things that he did in Rocky and the way he used to talk, man, he was something. Now, of course, a lot of that stuff was scripted for him and everything, but I think he could have came up with a lot of his own stuff. I have heard him in interviews and things come up with his own things. Very good, man. But I think he would have great promos, and he would have been a number one wrestler. He would have been, especially back then, because he came up during the territory days. So he would have been some company's number one wrestler back in the day.
All right. Johnny Bean says Denzel again, man. Denzel.
Okay.
We said Denzel, man. He would have been
a great manager.
But anything other than that, I don't see it happening.
Yeah, I don't see him as a wrestler, as a full-time active wrestler.
Yeah. Now, Jordan Payne also says Owen Wilson. Owen Wilson, he looked like he had been punched in the face too many times that messed up nose. So, yeah, yes. Owen Wilson, I don't know, man.
He would have been a jobber, man. I think he would have been a great jobber, man. Yeah, he would have been a great jobber.
Because you could definitely sell that nose, boy. You can sell that nose.
Yeah, you can. So, yeah.
You can sell that nose all day.
No doubt, man. No doubt.
Johnny Bean said, what about Tupac?
Tupac, boy. Mr. Tupac. Nah.
Nah. I can't see it.
I can't either. I can't either now.
Pac couldn't. He didn't have that mind frame for that type of stuff, man.
No.
Exactly. He would have been like a New Jack before New Jack if you tried to do something with him. No.
Could he been a menacing manager?
Oh, good.
A handler or something like that? Yeah. Somebody who always started trouble. I think he would have been great at that.
Yeah, definitely.
And the promos would have been off the chain. So, but yeah, as a wrestler, no. But yeah, he definitely could have been involved in the business, and in that capacity as a manager, he would have been great at it. There's no doubt about it. So we will throw in that, guys. That's something I didn't throw in the description, but we'll throw in that. If you guys think somebody could have been a manager or a handler or something like that, and Tupac could have led it into the new generation, he could have led a bunch of women, man. He could have did a bunch of things that would have been, pretty much would have transformed the business. If you would ask me, that guy's incredible, man. Very smart.
Matthew Holland says Royal Rumble 2025. Royal Rumble 2025.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know what he meant by that, but okay. Bill Hazelwood said got to do the basic hard things.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, you got to be able to do that, and so that's true. So that's kind of what we're looking at. Can these actors do that? Do we think these actors can do that? And I think that's the reason why me and Chris are saying that we can't see certain people as a wrestler. Some of these actors, and some of them we can see. So yeah, I agree with that 100%, Bill. Appreciate it.
All right, man. Johnny Bean says my girl, but my baby mama, but Janet Jackson, boy. I was like, I
For
don't
the females,
know. Yeah, for the female.
Nah,
I can't see Janet, boy.
I can't either. What a beauty queen though, man. But
yeah, but
as a wrestler, no,
that,
no, I can't see that.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, Janet, no, that definitely wouldn't work. All right, Jordan Payne says William the Refrigerator Perry.
Hey, he did wrestle some.
Yeah, he was in WrestleMania 2. No, 2. He was in 2.
Oh, he was?
Yeah, he was in WrestleMania 2.
Yeah, he was. Look, as a full-time wrestler, no. Could he been somebody who could jump in the ring and maybe last a minute or two? Yeah, he could do that, but a full-time wrestler, no. I just don't think he would have been successful at in any capacity in the business. I just don't think that.
Yeah.
So I mean,
he could. Now, would he been able to come in making a guest appearance like he did at WrestleMania? Of course.
Yeah.
Or something like that, of course. But other than that,
nah. I just don't see that.
No, he wouldn't. No, it wouldn't work. I mean, because like I said, he was a presence and he did have a name because the 1984 Bears or 85 Bears or whatever it was. But yeah, other than that, no. And we lost Harry. All right, Wayne Gretzky. Wayne Gretzky, that's a good one. I don't know about Wayne Gretzky. Wayne, that's a good one, Jordan. I don't know, man. That Wayne Gretzky is. Let me get everybody. All right, you back, man?
Yeah, just a second. Yeah, I'm back. Can you hear me good?
Yeah, we got you now.
All right. No. Wayne Gretzky. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah. I can see. But Wayne will have to be trained. And it wouldn't take long for him to be trained as a wrestler, but I think he would need to do some. I think he would need to be trained. Back in his day, you probably could have ended up putting it with Mike Rotundo, or Dory Funk Jr., or Vern Gagne, and trained him as a type guy. I can see him as a William Regal type guy and just dominating that way.
Yeah.
He even has that look. He has that build. But yeah, he would have been great at it, Jordan Payne. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, he would have been good at that.
All right, man. JL says Usman would have made a great actor.
Usman.
I think he's talking about the UFC
MMA fighter.
Yeah, he's talking about MMA fighter.
Okay, all right. We talking about actor yet, so
you got it a little bit backwards, JL, but
thank you. He's not actor yet, JL, but I can roll with.
Yeah. Okay. Jordan Payne says Mick Foley played in it too.
Yeah, Mick Foley was in
it. Go ahead.
Yes, played a good part in that. Mm-hmm. Are you still there, Chris? Okay, all right. Chris had to go out. He had to go out for a little bit. Let me see if I can get up, man. Let me get back because I'm trying to see what Chris comments. The comments, because mine is kind of like I got behind on the screen. Okay, Matthew on. All right, Matthew says Mick Foley and Jake in it, and Shia LaBeouf. Yes. It was, man. It was very good movie. It was very good. Yeah, Chris got to see it. Jordan Payne. I know he ain't no actor. All All right, let me go back here, guys. Sorry about that. Got to go back. Still here. I'm sure Chris will be back in just a little while. Wow, man. Yeah, I know he ain't no actor. Jordan Payne's. Yeah, Ice Cube would have been a decent wrestler, I think. I think Ice Cube would have been better as a tag team partner in wrestling, having tag team partners. I think he would have been great at that. All right. Jordan Payne says the guy from Law and Order, SUV, SWS. There's a lot of guys in Jordan Payne. Yes, a lot of them I think could be wrestlers over from Pawn Stars. Yeah, maybe so. Max Savage, man, greatest of all time, aka about the whip rushes of Chris Farley. Laugh out loud. Nah, Max Savage cracking up. Jordan Payne had a fridge, something special. All right, Max and Jordan watching. All right, guys. Just a minute. Let me get over here. So for some reason, man, I got hard to read all this stuff. So hopefully Chris will come back. Yeah, that's the reason why I couldn't see him wrestling Black Rain 20. Tupac was little. He my man Jordan Payne says Ice Cube. I talked about that. Ice Cube definitely has the size, and I think he would have been. I think he could have been special. Ice Cube too, as far as in the business. What kind of wrestler he would have been? You know, remind me of a guy Ice Train. You know, I can see Ice Cube being like Ice Train, and maybe that's what Ice Train got it from. You know, Ice Train came on the scene basically after he came out, and he gimmick that kind of like mimicked Ice Cube. So I can see Ice Cube in that type of really could. It's kind of fun when you think about it. But yeah, I can see Ice Train in that Ice Cube playing that type of role like Ice Train. All right, JL Sean would make it an actor. He's flash like and just as charismatic. Sugar Shane. Okay. Sugar Sean. JL, I'm not sure about all that. I don't know about all that. 22 part character manager though. Yes. Been a great, that's why I say Black Rain 7920. He would have been great as a menacing man. Jordan Payne, the guy from Law and Order, SVU. Yeah, I know you. I'm not sure. I think all those guys probably could have been decent wrestlers. I'm gonna win Roy. Says, okay, brother. Red Stars, yeah, I can see that. Should have been huge. He's still a massive star. Okay. Bob Sapp would have been good, but just Bob Sapp is pretty huge, man. I'm mobility, but would have been a very decent slot. I do think that. Now, world champion quality, no. But yeah, Bob Sapp would have did well as far as in the ring. Max Savage, Max, the greatest of all time, whip rushes, but Chris Farley, laugh out loud. Jackie Heritage Rescue. Okay. Max Savage is cracking up. Yeah, playing 7920. I did think about that. Probably the best troll on internet, 50 Cent, laugh out loud. Yeah. 50 Cent would have been, man. I think 50 Cent will be a upgrade from Swerve. He would be a Swerve type dude, but he'll be an upgrade from Swerve. Yeah, he will be having the gold teeth and things like that. Yes, he will be sporting gold around his neck and maybe on his arm, wrists and things. But as far as him, having that in his mouth, he will be an upgrade from Swerve, with a better body. But yeah, 50 Cent, and even probably more dedicated if he was in wrestling, more dedicated to his body. But yeah, 50 Cent will be something, and great promos, I believe. Very creative. All right, JL says Diddy. Oh my God, yes. Look, Diddy would have been a great manager in wrestling. Great manager. I think he would have been. I think he would have been great at leading the troops. I can't take that away from him. But as far as a wrestler in the ring,
all right, I'm back. I'm sorry about that.
Okay, no problem, man. No problem. We just got finished talking about 50 Cent because Black Rain, he threw 50 Cent in there.
Oh,
and
Lord.
I think 50 Cent would have been good. And
What's up with all y'all these gangsters with all these killers?
Somebody doing, I think it was Gordon Payne doing Ice Cube. And I told him Ice Cube will remind me of, now when remember Ice Train, Chris, we were talking about Ice Train. Ice Train, when he started, he came in there after Ice Cube. You know, they had got popular and everything. Ice Cube, and he basically went off that gimmick of Ice Cube, but he did look, his build and everything looked a lot like Ice Cube, so I can see Ice Cube being like an Ice Train.
No, he was bigger than Cube, man. What you talking about?
Of course, he was bigger than Ice Cube, but Ice Cube looked big, you know, with the vest and everything, the things that he did. He was kind of.
You talking about 50, man? You talking about 50, man?
50,
because 50 Cent only wore a vest, man. Cube didn't wear no vest.
Cube didn't wear a vest, man, but he wore things that gimmick that looked like he didn't wear no vest. I know that. But if you go back and look at Boys in the Hood and certain things like that, the way he dressed, Ice Train mimicked that to a certain point. He did not wear no vest, but he mimicked him. 50 wasn't out when Ice Train was wrestling.
No, he wasn't.
I'm not saying that he can't. He definitely did. In my opinion, 50 would have been an upgrade to Swerve without the gold teeth. So now he would have been wearing gold. He would have had gold around his neck, gold on his wrist, and things like that. But he would have been like a Swerve Strickland, but and probably more dedication, and definitely had better promos. Because in my opinion, 50 Cent the dude knows how to talk. He knows how to speak. All right, let's see. Talking about that, and there's a fridge thing. No. We already talked about that. JL Ice Cube would have been a hood rat character, especially in the 90s. Oh, probably so. He would have been attacking people and everything, man. He would, but he would have been a maniac. But I think he would have been a top if he would have been wrestling. I mean, he had that, and I think he just has one that draws people. It doesn't that you come from. He draws your attention, and I think he would have did it if he was a wrestler. So if you want to throw him in there. All right, JL says, how about Bruce Lee or Jackie Chan?
Yeah, we talked about.
We just talked about Jackie Chan.
I'm with Jackie Chan,
and that's because our man Bill Hazelwood said any star that pretty much did his own stunts. So we talked about Jackie Chan. We talked about Carl Weathers. Yeah, Jackie Chan would have been very good as far as a wrestler. Do I think he would have won a world champion? Neither Chris nor I think he would have won a world champion, but he would have been very good. And he could have did so many things in the business, made you laugh. He's into that comedy type thing, those comedy type things. But
Bruce would have been more serious. Bruce would have been more serious.
Bruce would have been serious. Now, Bruce, I don't think he would have been a world champ. Would he been good? Yes. Yeah. But unless there was a cruiserweight title, lightweight title.
Yeah.
No. He would have been a lightweight champion back in the 70s. They had lightweight championships, NWA World Light Heavyweight Championship. He could have did that and become that. Very dedicated. You look at it and the heart that he had, the heart and the drive, he would have been doing a lot of things that you see today. Bruce probably would have been doing them back in the day. A lot of these things that the way these high flyers and all that, Bruce would have did it back in the day. But yeah, he would have been a great wrestler. But do I think he would have been a world champion? No, I think he's too little for that. I just do. And I don't think he had the type of body to really build, huge muscles. Even if he would have, got into the steroid area, those guys taking steroids, he was a health nut. So I don't think he would have done that. He would have been a 150, 60-pound wrestler. And that just wouldn't have worked back in the day. Wouldn't have worked for him to be a major player.
No. JL, stop it, man. Stop. I ain't even gonna.
JL, you trolling.
But I ain't even gonna
Get it out. You know better than that.
Come on, legit, man. I ain't even gonna, man.
We're not even gonna answer that, man. We're not gonna answer
Come
that.
on, you sure?
JL don't even say anything, man. That's crazy. That is crazy.
Soldier boy. But you might as well say Lil Bow Wow.
No doubt. No doubt. What's up, Melanie?
Melanie McKee in the building. What's going on, Melanie?
Hello from Wrestling Den Mother at Augusta Street, downtown Greenville. Storms rolling in. Yes, they are already here.
Yeah, they coming in. They coming in my way, man. They
so
coming
proud
in
of you guys
way.
doing the best podcast ever. We appreciate that, Melanie McKee. Let's see. Remember the Gathering Fan August 1st through 4th off West Harris Boulevard. Contact www.tmartpromotions.com. Thank you, Melanie. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. Go ahead and get Jay-Z, man. I mean, JL. Go ahead and get JL. Ain't
so
Jay-Z.
Was one of the best acts of the century.
Man, this dude is daggone troll, boy. Man, we love you, JL.
Okay. Now you talking about something.
Yeah.
Now you talking about something. Steven Seagal, you talking about something. Now I can see Steven Seagal, boy.
Yeah.
I still say Mark for Death is his best movie ever. I don't care what Harry say.
Well, look, you cannot say that, Chris. You can't say that, man.
I just did.
Well, you can say it all you want, but you ain't never even seen Under Siege, so cut it out.
Man,
cut it out.
Come on,
why wasn't there a Mark for Death too?
Hey, man, look here, man. Doggone man broke my man elbow, dog. Broke an elbow? Elbow?
Care.
That ain't never happened ever in the history of neverdom. Ain't nobody never broke the elbow, dog.
How you think his wrestling career would have turned out, Chris? What he would have done?
You'd have been the first Steve Blackman. You would have been the first Steve. Just be real. You'd been the first Steve Blackman.
Pretty much, man. But when it boils down to it, Chris, I can see this guy being a Ted DiBiase type of dude, man.
Without the money.
I could have seen him being a Ted DiBiase type of guy.
Without the money.
Yeah, without the money. But man, he would have been a champion. He would have been a champion. He would have been one of those guys fighting for the world champion all the time. One of the top 3 contenders for the world heavyweight belt, in my opinion. He just had it. He has it. It doesn't matter what Jean-Claude Van Damme says about him. Doesn't matter what not Michael B. Jordan. What's the other Michael guy who played Mike Tyson at one time? He's a martial artist. He's good.
Michael Jai White.
Yeah, Michael Jai White. Doesn't matter what Michael Jai White. A good wrestler. Him too. Doesn't matter what he says about him. Steven Seagal. Now, as far as real fighting or whatever, I know them guys can beat him. You know, Michael J. White will kick his butt. Steven Seagal. Lord. But as far as Steven Seagal, with that not kendo. What is it? Kempo or whatever he is.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
What he trained in and everything would have translated well to wrestling, and all the stuff that he does as far as in his movies would have translated well to wrestling. And I think he could have trained and been a very technical, skilled wrestler. Very good, man. There's no ends and buts about that, in my opinion. Who's Bow Wow? Yeah, JL. Who's Bow Wow?
Come on, JL.
We're not even gonna roll with that.
JL tripping. Black Rain, Morris Chestnut, Terrence Howard. What? Terrence Howard. I can see Terrence as a manager.
Yeah, I can roll with Chestnut. I can roll with Chestnut.
I can see Morris.
Yeah, I can see Morris Chestnut. But Morris Chestnut, I don't think he would have been no higher than a C+ wrestler, in my opinion.
Exactly.
In my opinion.
He wouldn't have been. Yeah, he definitely wouldn't have been no higher than C+, man. That's
Yeah, what's up, Brian Gunnels? What's up, my man?
Brian Bullet was in the building. What's happening, man? What's happening, Brian Bullet?
Yeah, no doubt.
Man, but yeah, hey, who else you think could have?
Let's go back to it. Let's go look at the people that are on
Ezra Miller. Who is Ezra Miller, Jay?
I know who Ezra Miller is, and no.
Who is that? Well, I don't even know who that is.
I can't even think of any movies that really tell you right now. All I can say is no. All right, man. Pam Grier. As far as female wrestler, Pam Grier.
Female, yeah, Pam, yeah, I can see Pam. Yeah,
I think Pam would have been great. I think Pam would have been a world champion. I think she has the charisma, the spunk. She has the movement to pretty much could have set. She would have set it off, especially back in the 70s and 80s. as far as female
Oh, man,
wrestling.
yeah.
She would have been a world champ, man, in the 80s, late 80s,
Yeah.
90s when they got, she would have been a world champion. Yeah, she most definitely. I had to throw Pam Grier in there. Next, man, my man Slater, who was a wrestler in Saved by the Bell, the young man. You know him, Slater, man, Saved by the Bell, the television show.
Oh man,
Yeah.
he was a wrestler.
Yeah, he played a wrestler. Yeah, he was a wrestler. That was his character. Yeah.
High school wrestling. Okay,
Yeah, high school. Yeah, on the high school wrestling team.
That's what I was
But
like, what?
he still looks like that today. That guy still, he's in his late 40s, man. He like 50 years old. Still look the same.
That's
But yeah,
some good genetics, man.
Yeah, great genetics. I think he would have been a very good wrestler. I think he would have went very far. He maybe would have been a Manny Fernandez type of dude.
I can see that.
Yeah, but very good wrestler in my opinion. I can't even think of his real name, but Mario Lopez.
Mario Lopez. Okay, yeah.
Been a very good wrestler. Oh, Linda Carter, man, Wonder Woman.
Oh, I think she would have been a valet. She would have been a
coulda
valet.
been. She could have been, man.
I don't see nothing else. I don't see nothing else for her though.
Why couldn't she be a wrestler, Chris? She was an action star, man.
I just couldn't picture it, man.
I can. I mean, because you got to think about it. What will stop? Because I want an explanation. What would stop her from being a wrestling star? She has the size. She's big enough. She's got strength. She's got length. She looks like she has all the qualities to be a superstar in wrestling. Speed. She had all that.
So did Baby Doll.
I know, but Baby Doll wanted to be a valet. She wrestled too, though. But Baby Doll wanted to be a valet.
Man, maybe possibly, but I don't know.
Yeah, I got to go with. But you know what? She will be a very valet, and I will go with you on that. She will be a excellent valet.
Yes, she will. Man.
I think she would have been a wrestler. Do I think she'd been a world champion? No. But I think she would have been a top 3 wrestler back in the day, back in the 70s and probably early 80s. She would have been but as far as a valet, she probably would have been one of the best that ever did that. I will go with you on that.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. She would have been one of the best without a doubt.
Oh, yeah. All right. Black Rain 7920. Stop the blood clot crying.
But he know about that screw face, boy. Face, boy.
Yeah.
That joke talking about, hey, I don't believe in what did Mo say? I don't believe in triplets.
Right.
Killed that joke. He came back, boy. That joke went dead. Boy. I was like, ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Boy. JL said he played the Flash.
Okay.
All right.
I still don't know about all that.
Now, Black Rain also comes up and says Queen Latifah here.
A great manager, man, leading the troops. Yes, she could have been a wrestler. I think she would have been a world champ. She would have been a smaller Nia Jax, but I can see her even being more dominant, to tell you the truth. But how long would she would have wanted to do it, Chris?
I don't think very long.
I don't think she would have did it long. I think she would have translated and became a manager, and being a manager and sending people out to do her dirty work, and then probably owning her own little promotion. That's what she would have did. That's exactly what she would have did.
Yeah.
But for maybe 2 to 3 years, she would have been like she did on her albums, and then she owned her own little record label and all that stuff. That's what she would have did. But would she have been a wrestler and been great and perfected it? Yes.
Oh yeah,
yes.
I think so.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I could see her, man, just beating the crap out of people. I got women and stuff. No doubt. So that's a great one right there, Black Rain.
Yeah, that was a good one, Black Rain. Great. All right, and Charity. Oh gosh, I got sneeze.
Charity. Bless you. 20th Charity Kind Master CSX 2024 says, I'm back. Yeah.
Welcome back.
Charity. All right, man.
Anytime I hear that, boy, I think about that song by AZ. I'm back, boy. I'm back.
Yeah.
But hey, that went hard, man. That went hard.
All right, let me get a couple more people here on. All right, man. What you think about Michael B. Jordan?
Oh, Michael B. Jordan. Yeah, I can see him.
Mm-hmm.
I can see him, man. I can see Michael B. Jordan. He would be like a bigger Kofi Kingston.
Yeah.
That's what he would have been, like a bigger Kofi Kingston, man.
That's true. That's true.
That would have been his whole gimmick right there. I mean,
very successful, I think. Let's see.
Oh yeah, he'd have been real successful. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I mean, you can even throw in, man. Yeah. I'm trying to think of the other guy from Street. What's the guys from Street Profits? Dawkins and what's the other one?
Ford. Montez Ford.
Montez Ford. I can see him. Yeah. I can see some Montez Ford in him too. You know. Mm-hmm. So yeah, he definitely. I think he would have been very successful. I think he could have won. You know, especially in AEW. Something like AEW, if they booked him right, he definitely could be their champion. He could be a world champion. All right, man. We got one more, guys, and then we're gonna get off here, man. What about Bo and Luke Duke? There is business, man. Bo and Luke Duke. Them Duke boys, them Dukes.
Oh man,
wide-eyed Southern boys, boy.
Yeah, exactly. That's who they would have been, boy. That's exactly who they would have been.
Yeah,
but they would have been a lot more serious because they would have. They would have been doing that Confederate soldier kind of stupid stuff, you know.
Yeah,
they wouldn't have been doing none of that. But yeah,
but them guys probably, man, they would. I think they would have been very popular. Man,
they've been a hit with the ladies, that's for sure.
Yeah, they would have been hit with the ladies, man, and I think they would have been great as far as their routines and the things they did as far as in the ring. Because if you look at, and I think Bo and Luke Duke, I don't think they did their own stunts, but think if they did their own stunts. If they did their own stunts and they could translate that to wrestling, what those guys could have been as a tag team, it would have been incredible, man.
Yeah, it would have been amazing, man.
Yeah. So, Bo and Luke Duke, either way it go, man. But I'm just gonna go with the characters from what I saw as far as those guys being TV stars.
And speaking of, man, I ain't figured this out yet, man. I ain't figured out almost up to 30-something years, man. What is a wild-eyed Southern boy? What is that, man?
I don't know, Chris. I always wondered about that. I'm just like, wild-eyed Southern boy.
I ain't got no. I'm from the South. I ain't got no wild eyes. What they cock out or something?
I know, man. I don't know. Like, hey, his eyes is wide open, man. I'm just like, come on, man. I always wondered that. Wide eyes Southern boy.
I couldn't. I don't know if they wide eyed, wild eyes. I'm like, what? I'm like, what's wrong with their eyes? I'm like, and I always used to look and I wasn't even paying attention to the match. I was trying to see their eyes. Well, like, what's wrong with their eyes? Why are they saying something?
One name even did. I think 38 Special. I remember 38 Special. You remember the band 38 Special?
No.
Okay, their fourth album was called Wild Eyed Southern Boys. It's the fourth studio album by American Southern rock band's 38 Special, released on January 3rd, 1981. I didn't know that.
Wow, I had no clue, man.
But yeah, 38 Special, they came out a little bit before your time. But yeah, I used to listen to them all the time. But yeah, I wonder what the term means, though.
Yeah, that's what I want to know too, man. Where that come from, man?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
That's got me intrigued.
I'm not getting anything.
Man. That's got me intrigued, man. It's got me.
Wild-eyed Southern boys. Goodness, yeah. That. Guess you got to listen to the album, man. I don't know. 38 Special. I haven't heard 38 Special in a long time. I think I'm gonna listen to some of these stuff now. But yeah, I don't see any definition from it. But yeah, they coined. I guess maybe they coined the term, Chris.
Maybe, man. Maybe they did, man. I don't know. Maybe they did.
It used to blow my mind when the Wild Eyed Southern Boys came out. Tracy Smothers and what's the other one?
Armstrong.
Armstrong. Scotty.
Scott Armstrong.
Scott Armstrong. Yeah, it used to blow my mind when they would come out. I used to be like, oh my gosh, man. And the Wild-eyed Southern boys. I'm like, what's wild about their eyes, man? And I'm just thinking like, hey, we got Southern. I'm a Southern boy. Why?
I'm like, ain't nothing wrong with my eyes. I'm like,
it's a Wild-eyed Southern boys.
I don't know, man. That was just one of them crazy things, man.
That was
anytime I heard the Tracy Smothers, I always thought about the jelly, Smuckles.
Yeah.
Smuckles jelly. That's why every time he said his name, I was like, I want some jelly now.
No, Man, shoot. Well, I hope I'm gonna put this thing on what's the name? If not, I'll just have to put it on after. But I think monetization. I don't know if I went and did that because I was shaving, and I don't know if I forgot to do that or not. I will once we get off of here. But yeah, we appreciate everybody coming on, man. Yeah, we've been on almost an hour, 15 minutes.
And I want to give a shout out. Real quick, man, to our man Squeaks and Dump Trucks. Went up to SOM School of Morton and became the new East Tennessee Tag Team Champions, man.
Oh wow, man, that's incredible.
At School of Morton, man.
Wow.
Big shout out to those boys, man.
Big shout out to, man,
the
Squeaks and Dump Truck guys, man. We appreciate you, man. We appreciate what you guys do in the ring, and all the joy that you gave Chris and I since we've been doing a straight up wrestling show. But hey, big ups, man, to Squeaks and Dump Truck, man. Ice cream truck doing their thing.
Yeah, man. They definitely doing their thing, man.
School of Morton, man. That's something. A lot of people see that.
Yeah, I mean that's something major, man.
It is. Yes, it is.
So, hey, much love and hey, much respect to them boys, man. Much respect to them, man. Congratulations.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, Mr. Burton. But yeah, we just wanted to get on for a little while, and I know a lot of people, man. A lot of people out here, they are watching AEW. AEW probably started right now. They watch AEW Double or Nothing. But hey, big ups to these guys, and I hope they have a successful pay-per-view. Really do.
Yeah, hopefully it is.
Yeah, right now, man, hey, this is something we just decided not to do. But we wanted to come on here and have a little bit of talk. And this right here, basically, we actually added, this was about wrestling. We talked about wrestling, but we talked about actors who could be,
actors, could be wrestlers.
In the ring. Straight up. All right. And we appreciate everybody who joined in. We appreciate Jordan. We appreciate Black Rain 7920.
JL. Man, Brian Bullet.
Yeah, Brian Bullet, Max Savage come through. Let's see, but
Melanie McKeith
came through. Melanie McKeith, everybody who came through, we appreciate you 100%. Yeah. All right, Mr. Burton. Shoot. All right. Well, we're gonna get off here, and we'll talk to you guys. We will talk to you guys tomorrow. I think for Raw. So we'll see you guys later. Stay straight up.
Peace.